How's it going, listeners? Welcome back to CuboldCast. In this podcast episode, we're going to be talking about a variety of games that have received massive overhauls over the years.
I'm just over here picking the fuzz off my pop filter. These things get so hairy and like
yeah, they are
fuzzy.
pretty hairy.
Mine's not at all.
I noticed you got the thin one on yours.
I do have the thin one.
I prefer the fat one.
The thickie.
Thick
The
boy.
thickie. Whoa.
Boom, boom, boom.
Nice.
It gets rid of all the pops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes I my giant lips.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
So
your
all
lips
of
are like
us,
twice. Sorry. I was
no,
going to say
go
your
ahead.
lips have like twice the size of mine.
they have a lot of surface area.
Yeah.
That's why when I use chapstick, I use half a container of chapstick
Yeah.
in a single use. All of us have been playing Elden
Oh
Ring.
my gosh.
And it's
I love
been
it.
years since a game has united us in this way.
Literally.
Yes.
It's crazy because like we will all be in the chat late at night and like you'll get off Chug, you'll get off at like 12 or 1.
Well, max, I'll probably get off at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but then me and Jay will be on till like 3 or 4, like
Well,
just still
okay,
playing.
the thing is, I was on earlier than you guys. Like I was,
you're
I
way
was
farther.
like 6 or 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, well that too, yeah.
And I mean, we basically played the same amount of time, but you did it later in
Yeah.
the night, so it's a
Yeah.
little different.
It's crazy because I know if any of you have been sticking around for, you know, the last, I don't know, 10, 20 episodes, I always talk about how recently, well, sort of recently, open world games just don't excite me much anymore. But this one just like blew me away and I'm getting lost.
I would have never thought you would have liked it this
Yeah.
much because it's number 1 open world, number 2 Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, yeah.
So both of those things are things you never got into as much.
Well, before the podcast started, we were talking about, or they were talking about maybe me like actually liking the Dark Souls games because I like this one so much. But I feel like I'm gonna try Dark Souls again after
3.
after I beat Elden Ring. But I feel like I'm always gonna compare it.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
It's
I
because it's
really
your
like,
first.
Yeah,
So,
I really like Elden Ring.
yeah.
So-
well, compared to content, Elden Ring has like 2 to 3 times the amount of content that Dark Souls 3 has.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can see how you can compare it.
Yeah,
But we started with Dark Souls 3, so
Yeah.
we have a little spark of love for that game.
One thing I do have to say, or actually a couple small things, but well, actually they're kind of big. The bosses are not as good as other Dark Souls games.
Well,
By
okay,
far.
I feel like they have put so many in the game that it's like
Yeah, it's
not as memorable.
quantity over quality.
Yeah.
But
I still forget that guy's name. Gertrude.
Godric.
Godric.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the main bosses are the worst.
There are really some cool main bosses though.
I've only
later
fought
on.
like 3, maybe like 4 or 5
I'm
main ones.
actually what is it? I'm currently I can fight 3 of them right now.
Huh.
I just haven't beaten them. But
I wonder. I suppose it's probably better that way though, the quantity, because of how massive the map is.
Yeah.
Like if there was like only like 10 main bosses, like like nothing else, it'd be kind of bland.
So there's 70 something unique bosses, right?
yep, 88 non-unique.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Mhm.
Oh, the non-unique are like the horse rudder guys.
Reskins.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Now, the other thing I was going to say is that in the Dark Souls games, exploration feels a lot more meaningful. You can find really powerful stuff, like the things to upgrade your flasks will just be hidden in a crack in a wall in a random area. Unlike Elden Ring, where it's kind of just laid out in front of you, and everything else you find in the like the castles and stuff is usually just random weapons and stuff. So when you explore in Dark Souls 3 or the other Dark Souls games, you really have to hunt for all the upgrades.
Yeah. Although Caleb just told me, there's like one thing. Caleb told me where the sword he has is. And it's in like a random spot that I totally ran past. Like in a random room. That
You know the Loretta Mansion?
I haven't been there.
Yeah,
you
did
have?
Oh, that's the spider?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Literally you just drop down on a ledge, drop down on another ledge, and then climb down a ladder and it's there.
Now that is cool how there's lots of little things to find like that. But at least for the main upgrades, you really have to go to every area, even the hard areas.
Yeah.
In the other games.
Yeah, what is it? Caled.
Caelid, yeah, there's this red area. I think it's really ugly looking, although it is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
for sure, it is a cool setting. But compared to the rest of the game, it's not pretty, and it's kind of ugly to look at.
Yeah, I don't want to be there as often.
It is
Plus,
a cool place though.
It's so difficult though.
It is.
Like I don't know why it's so close to Limgrave, or like the main area.
Have you fought the commander yet? Inside Caelid?
I don't think so.
I fought a boss later on that's like harder than the one there because you can't use your horse. But basically he summons like all these dudes to come help fight with him.
Oh no!
It's
hate
like
when
it's
bosses do
super
that.
irritating.
That's annoying.
Artificial difficulty.
Yep.
I was telling Chug, and I don't think you found this place either, but that place where it's ridden with madness or whatever.
I don't think I've been there too.
It's
I don't
literally
know.
so irritating.
But that's what's cool about this game is that the three of us have completely different experiences because we go to different areas.
Yeah.
And I don't even know half of what you're saying sometimes.
Yeah, and you've been playing slightly longer.
Yeah. Like how many hours do you have in it now?
I think what is it? Unofficially like 16, but officially like 10. Because I played it on Chug's account for a while and I didn't own it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
okay.
I didn't log those hours.
But
in.
you liked it enough to where you bought it.
Yeah, I did.
Which is
yeah.
crazy.
I have like
but
30 hours, and there's areas you're going to that I've never been to before.
Yeah.
I have 50 and I don't even know what some things he's talking about.
Yeah.
Like
It feels so expansive.
Yeah. I kind of like, I don't want to get like too much in Elden Ring because we're going to do a podcast on it in a few weeks. But I kind of like how the open world aspect is presented to the player because it's not like when you jump in Assassin's Creed, because like you guys showed me the map of Assassin's Creed Odyssey and I'm like, there's no way. Like I don't want to play that because it's too huge. But this one, it like breaks it up. You start in a small area, and then it's exciting to get a new map and open more of the map.
Yeah, because in Assassin's Creed, you see the whole thing.
Yeah, I like the
You
bite
kind of
size.
see everything.
Mhm.
Well, not technically because you have to uncover it, but you can still see the entire map. But in Elden Ring, you have this small little circle when you first get into it, and you kind of explore from there.
It's I think it's a better way of presenting the map to the players because I get excited when I get a new piece of map, and I'm like, this is huge. But if it was all there at once, I'd be like, oh, this is huge.
Yeah.
Like I'd say it in a different way. It'd mean something different to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Like you were saying Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the worlds are so big, yet feel so empty in comparison.
Although they did better in Valhalla, though. They did a lot better because in Odyssey, I remember every 5 seconds you're running to a seaport, a place where you could just go in and eliminate the enemies or do things. There's a lot of stuff to do in Odyssey, but it's so tedious. But I feel like Valhalla did a little bit better. But still, Elden Ring takes the cake on anything.
But
we've
how
ever
much
played.
running is there between activities?
A lot.
Yeah. In Elden Ring, you don't really need to run a lot before you find something to do. You'll find something like a camp with a bunch of enemies and a treasure chest, or a cave in a wall that you can explore.
I love the caves.
Yeah.
I love finding the fog or mist in Elden Ring.
mist?
The mist wall.
The
Just
golden
like
ones?
seeing one. Yeah, just seeing one
Yeah,
randomly.
yeah.
I'm like, yes, there's a boss.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do a podcast on it in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. Next week is
So, because I think
Golden.
we'll all beat it by then. I might beat it in the next.
I don't know if I'll beat it
3
by
or 4
then.
days.
I mean, I don't know if we need to, because I don't know. I'm trying to take my time on it. Like, especially with Godric. Like, I didn't fight him for a while because I wanted to explore, and I fought like 3 other bosses before I went back to him.
well, my plan is, if I'm at the final boss, I don't know where's the final boss. I don't know what determines the final boss, but before I want to fight that, I want to try to do everything I can.
Yeah.
Because like,
I thought I heard you say you one-shot at Godric.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I don't know who said
No.
that.
Someone one shot at me.
Oh,
It's another
okay.
boss I was fighting.
Oh.
But I was like, yeah, It's not guaranteed that we'll finish it, but we'll probably be like, by then I might be like 30, 40 hours
yeah,
into it. Then I don't know wait, you're already 60 hours in it?
50.
In a week? That's a lot of hours. It's 2 days of the last week.
I'm a little addicted. Okay,
That's
Calm
crazy.
down.
You're doing overtime on Elden Ring.
Yeah,
Man, that's more than that's actually 10 hours overtime there.
it's so
It
addicting.
really is. If I didn't have a clock on my computer or whatever, if I didn't keep track of time, I would literally probably just still be playing it.
Yeah.
Because like I realized that it's like 3 or 4. And I'm
Well,
like, oh, I should
it's
probably
one of those
sleep.
games where it's like you start it and you don't want to get off.
Yeah.
Because like you constantly are finding new stuff. But
Yeah, and then you're like, one more boss and I'll get off.
yeah, pretty much.
And then you get stuck on it.
Yeah. So in a couple of weeks, we're trying out a bunch of random energy drinks.
Yeah.
That's actually next
week.
Next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the week after, we're doing
Weird
something,
waters.
Weird waters, yeah.
That's
Thick
gonna
water.
be gross.
So
I've always wanted to
unless-
try thick water.
So I feel like you could do you could find the energy drinks, and then Jada, you could find the waters. Because I did
Thick waters. All right.
I did the
well, thick, there's black water.
Oh, that just sounds gross.
Just find the weirdest types of waters, not gross, other than thick water, because I want to try thick water. But
yeah.
I feel like I'd be
um,
drinking like hand sanitizer that just tastes like nothing.
ugh.
Or like egg white.
Ugh,
or like
nasty.
or like when you're sick, you like swallow the mucus.
Ew.
Why? That's
Sorry,
so
I had to mention it.
nasty.
I mean, it's kind of true because it's
I mean,
so
yeah.
thick and liquidy. But
Ew, you
sorry,
you go,
listeners.
Thick and liquidy.
and then you swallow it. You go.
Ew.
Ugh.
That's nasty.
Yeah. But I am excited for the energy drink one, which is, it's funny because we were talking about this the other day, and it's fitting because we're doing a Call of Duty one podcast next week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like energy drink,
Yeah.
Call of Duty players. I don't know.
Mountain
just kinda
Dew.
fit. Yeah.
Are we gonna get one of the Mountain Dew energy drinks?
Maybe a zero or
There's the
lotion.
Mountain Dew. What are those? The energy ones. I forgot what they were called.
what? Oh, you mean the one
Doc
that,
is
yeah. The
Mountain
I
Dew.
don't know what those are called.
Mountain Dew Voltage.
Voltage.
Remember Voltage?
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm not sure what those are called. Oh, Game Fuel.
Game Fuel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Game
That's
Fuel.
so
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's-
Call of Duty.
Well, the
Game
thing is,
Fuel.
like G Fuel. G
Well, that's
stands
true.
for game.
Yeah.
So like they literally just straight up stole G Fuel.
That is true, yeah.
But whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
It's also getting a lot warmer out.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm excited. This is my favorite time change. Okay, 'cause, I mean, it sucks because you lose an hour of sleep. Because I think it's a week from
You
tomorrow.
lose an hour of sleep in one day.
Right.
But our sleep schedules are so
Well,
weird.
yeah.
It's not gonna
So
matter
it doesn't
for us.
really matter. So
Yeah, but I'm just excited for it because I love when it's lighter out later.
yeah.
I know you don't as much.
I like it when it gets dark earlier, but
I just like looking out.
it
and
is kind of nice.
Yeah.
It is nice, but
Yeah.
It's nice when you're eating dinner and it's light out. And you
Yeah.
have coffee and
Well-
it's not quite as dark.
Yeah, and especially if you can go outside and like,
mm-hmm.
it just reminds me of like bonfires, going out for walking,
Ooh,
like
bonfire.
yeah,
sunset.
we're going camping this summer.
Let's do it.
I don't care. I want to go camping.
I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of camp stories after that. Tell on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Some are gonna be not safe for.
Oh, I'm sure, especially if Ricky's there.
You know what would be kind of sick if we find a campsite next to a lake we could swim in.
That would be cool.
You were just joking about skinny dipping in a lake the other day.
yeah.
Because like we can go there, set up the tents, like swim for a bit, like
Yeah.
what is it? Go to the campfire, dry off, and go to sleep. And then
Oof.
wake up, cook breakfast, then go in the water and swim
yeah.
more. And
That's
then
one thing we were talking
I don't
about.
know,
Is getting like a little pit fire thing.
Yeah.
cooking portable.
a little mini grill or something.
I want
with,
to fish as well. I've never. Well,
And then clean the
I've
fish.
done it once. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to do that, but
I don't know either, but we can. Well,
Take
I don't
the
know. We
bones
wouldn't even know
out.
what we were eating, honestly. We'd be like, all right, we'll eat the head, I guess.
Ew.
yeah. Well,
You're sucking on the teeth.
Ew.
I don't even know it's safe. Either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are there poisonous fish around here?
No idea.
I don't know. Well, we might want to go to like a different state, like something close
Maybe
by.
maybe Rhode Island if we can.
Rhode Island's a weird state, if you think about
Well,
it.
it
Do they
is.
have like?
It's like all desert. It's all like sand.
Wait, what?
Rhode Island is
Rhode
all
Island?
sand. Yeah.
That's what I,
I
thought.
don't know. I've never seen a town or anything in Rhode Island. I've only ever seen beaches. And so whenever I think of Rhode Island, in my brain, I'm like, it's a desert.
There's like
it's
a
just
tiny
all
inland.
sand.
Like, we always joke about Connecticut being a really random state, but Rhode Island, what
It is
even
pretty
is
random.
it?
It's,
Like,
it's just like this beach state. Just sitting
Connecticut
there.
has like references in movies and stuff, but never Rhode Island.
Yeah. A lot of the Northeast is kind of random.
So is
like
Maine.
Like Maine. Yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to say
Maine's
that.
so-
Like Maine is a
Maine
really
is where
weird
people
state.
go in movies when they're trying to hide from the government.
Yeah.
Well, we went to Maine like 10, 15 years ago when
Yeah,
we were like
couple
5,
times.
6 years old. What was it? The mosquitoes were ridiculous there.
Yeah.
It was terrible. and the boat that we went into.
No, you didn't go in it.
Oh,
You were
I
too
did go in
scared.
it. I did go in it, but I was really scared of
It's a
it.
paddle boat.
There's a lot of randoms like Nebraska, or like I don't know,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like random.
It's like who
Idaho.
lives there?
Yeah, Idaho. It's just so strange.
Yeah.
It's weird to think that like people have lived their whole lives there, and they think it's normal.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think Connecticut's normal, and I've lived my whole life here.
Yeah.
It is
Huh.
weird. Although I guess that's
Interesting.
for any place.
Imagine living in Canada.
That would be
Canada's huge.
Canada
It's
is
actually
huge.
crazy. I don't even know what it's like in Canada.
Like imagine going on a road trip. It's like 20 hours and it's like just straight road.
Oh,
I bet it's like going to America 10 years ago. It's just
10
always-
years ago?
10 years ago? No, it would be like 100 years ago.
Wow.
It was 10
No,
years
but
ago?
I just
'Cause,
meant I just meant like it's always behind us. Like,
Oh, I see. Okay.
no, I actually don't know. I bet it's like
You go up there, they have horse and carriages.
that'd be so
What?
strange. It's like that place we went to in Virginia
Yeah.
where they were all in character. Or
Yeah.
like,
That place is cool. Williamsburg. Williamsburg's a cool place if you haven't gone there before.
it's
Very
fun.
historical.
It's a cute little town.
it's quaint.
Quaint.
Yes,
That's just a weird word. Quaint.
it is.
Oh, I put this on our notes just because I wanted to say it, but there's this insane deal. It's probably not around by the time people listen to it, but Vitamin Shop, I got these three cases of Bang, 12 cans for the price of one.
Use CuboldCast code.
Yeah, use Cubold now.
We don't actually have a code.
And that's a perfect
Just
segue
to be
to
clear.
Raid Shadow Legends.
We go through like 15 different sponsors.
The whole rest of the podcast.
Oh my.
Just seamless segues into new
Yeah.
promotions. No, but that
You
was
know, I've had a
insane.
couple people ask me. I mentioned podcast. So like, has Raid hit you up yet?
We actually
Oh
haven't
my.
been hit up by Raid, I don't think.
I thought
Yeah.
Raid doesn't hit people up. You have to hit Raid up.
They usually contact people,
Oh,
YouTubers
do they?
anyway.
I don't know how
Oh,
it works.
It's so weird. I wonder how many people play that unironically. Like I'm
I
not, I'm not
don't
bashing,
know.
but
They
like
must have some serious money though.
yeah.
can only play this if you're over the age of 40.
Or 45.
It's like, really?
That was a serious ad.
I saw
think-
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Like who sees an ad like that and clicks it?
Probably some weird,
I know.
weird 40-year-old dude in his basement, his mom's basement.
The 40-year-olds take offense to that.
Sorry, 40-year-olds.
40-year-olds.
If you're living in your parents' basement, I don't mean it that way.
That's such a weird like who's behind that team? That's like, yeah, that's our next headline.
I don't know. I feel like they just hit every possible ad avenue.
Or, what is
Yeah.
it? The ads you see on, like, if you download a random game on the store, you see like it's a word game and it's like 3 letters. It's like your brain is
Oh, yeah.
your brain is old if you can't complete this puzzle. It's like,
There are some
Really?
they're out of control. Like I feel like they're borderline illegal sometimes because they'll present a game like that's
it's false
way-
advertising.
Yeah, like completely different than what the game's actually about.
pretty much, yeah.
What was that one you sent yesterday? The You're Not the Father one? Was that an ad?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You're not the baby was black and the dude was white. Like,
But then he chucks the baby
and
into the
he starts
crowd.
dancing. And I don't. It's such a weird video.
Those are definitely like foreign.
Yeah.
made.
They
They're
don't
just so
understand.
strange.
But
They're just strange.
whatever.
But even then, they're going live and people say nothing about them.
Yeah. There needs to be
Yeah.
like a revolution against these ads.
They need to be stopped.
Yeah.
They always have those videos.
Or
This
the
needs to be
fake,
stopped.
the fake X button. You always see the memes where it's like,
I hate the
it's
fake
it's
X.
Yeah.
you miss the X by a millimeter and you get sent to the app store.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
It's
so
like
annoying.
that Jesse meme where it's like he can't keep getting away with this.
Jesse meme?
From
I don't know if I've seen it.
where he's
I don't know if I've seen the meme though.
I saw it one time where it was with Chris Pratt. How he was playing Mario.
Oh, Mario? Yeah.
And then I think he got signed on to play some other character or something.
No, I was gonna say Sonic, but that wasn't.
No,
That wasn't.
something else.
I thought they did want, like, think about like making Chris Pratt be Sonic's
I don't.
voice.
I mean, I've never heard his impression, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Chris Pratt's such a weird person.
He's a weird actor too. He's cast in the most random roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
like
don't
kind
know.
of a comedian, but he's also like a main like
Mainstream actor.
yeah.
Well,
like,
he used to be that fat guy in one of those shows. Like, it was like The Office.
Parks and
Yeah.
Rec.
But then he all of a sudden became the hot guy in Jurassic World.
Yeah,
because he
Guardians of
got
the Galaxy.
buff.
yeah.
He got buff, so
Just a weird actor.
That's a weird like evolution to
what
a
is it?
person.
There's that new Jurassic World coming out, apparently.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be the last one?
I think so. It's gonna be 3, just like the first Jurassic
the
parts.
second one was horrible.
I didn't see the second one actually.
We were watching it and it was so dumb. Like there's like no reason for everything to be happening. Like
Why were they on the
totally
island
off
again?
topic?
I never saw it.
Because they wanted to save the dinos from dying.
Oh, of course.
The volcano was erupting and they needed to save the dinos. So they go back to the island where the dinosaurs are stampeding.
What are they, build an ark or something and throw all the dinosaurs on it? What?
I never finished it.
I don't even know.
That's ridiculous.
But like the scenarios that happened in that movie were so forced. Like, oh no, it's stampede. I gotta run straight instead of running to the left, kind of thing.
I hate that. It's like those kids in movies where they're like about to get like a building's about to fall on them and they're just staring at it.
Yeah,
Like before the hero saves them or something.
Do you guys remember Super 8?
yeah. Wasn't that J.J. Abrams?
I think so. It was like the original Stranger Things. That was like
Yeah.
a million times better.
I actually did like that movie.
That movie was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. And I'm pretty sure Stranger Things did rip off that movie.
Yeah, they
Now
did.
that I
Yeah.
think of it.
Bunch of kids find aliens and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
the 80s setting.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a good movie.
I
Yeah.
want to watch that again.
Do you want to guys get into the topic?
Yeah.
Talking about movies now. We're just gonna keep
I know
going.
it's
know.
gonna keep melding into something else.
I guess we could talk about the first game with massive overhauls, which is probably one of the most obvious ones, is Battlefront 2,
Yeah,
which is insane. Because,
like if you looked at Battlefront 2 now versus when it launched, it's massively different.
it's
Actually,
way better.
Okay, massively different as in the gameplay is the same,
Yeah.
but the content in it is like insane.
That was one of the best, and probably still is one of the best looking games that I've played.
Mm-hmm.
Just
It's
because,
surprising.
yeah,
And optimized,
that too.
extremely optimized.
Yeah, but I mean, we had fun with it when it first came out, though. I think we played it for like 60 hours in a week or two.
Mm-hmm. I have over 250 hours in Battlefront 2.
Wow.
Just in Origin
That's
alone.
actually
Yeah.
a lot.
You know, I remember when the first one came out, we were commenting how good the graphics looked
Mhm.
on PS4. Do they still look good?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've played Battlefront 1 in the past 2 or 3 months. Just downloaded it just to see how it is. It holds up
Was that 2016?
big time. 2015.
That was that was an awesome game that we played a lot.
I don't know.
Remember the map?
We did a lot of okay. We would go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
We'd go to the gym.
Oh yeah.
Go to Five Below. You'd get candy, and we'd both buy iced teas.
Yeah.
And we'd go home, and then we'd get on either Battlefield 4
Mm-hmm.
or Battlefront 1,
Mm-hmm.
and we'd play it like for 5 or
But
6
we'd
hours.
open the tea at the same time. We put up to the mic and go. And
There were times where I would open it up before, and you're like, I would always try to fake it. You're like, no, you opened it up before.
that was
I don't know,
awesome.
it was fun.
It's just so funny how like years ago we could just go. We just went to the gym and then immediately after got candy. And
Yeah.
Like those teas had like 40, 50 grams of sugar.
It
in
was a
them.
lot, yeah.
What was the excuse? It was like a
There was no
post-workout?
excuse. There was no excuse.
Post workout meal. It's just a bunch of candy.
And straight up sugar tea.
Sugar babies and iced tea.
Yeah.
It's like, it's funny. But Battlefront 2 is a really good game.
It really is. Yeah.
Now, especially.
I'm so sad that they stopped development on it.
Yeah, I know.
But
But
I feel like it was at such a good place.
it was. They were even thinking about adding new heroes and stuff.
Mandalorian.
Like Mandalorian. They were talking about adding like Ahsoka. They were talking about adding there was a lot of people they were thinking about adding. But of course they stopped development.
Now, do you think the game's not dead, right?
Mm-mm.
But do you think the game lost a lot of people just because they weren't updating it, or just in the natural course of the game?
They gained a lot in the past month or two.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
is
there's
that?
a ton of people playing
You
it.
know why?
Huh.
Because they added mod support.
Huh.
So
But that's single player though.
you can't play online with mod support or you'll get banned. But if you
so wait,
like,
they would ban you for using mods that they allow?
well, okay, so the thing is you weren't able to do that before.
I know, but they enable mod support, but then ban you if you go into multiplayer with it on.
Actually, I'm not sure.
that
Can you
doesn't
get banned?
seem realistic.
Well, I know that when the last update came out, what was that, like a massive Clone Wars update?
Yeah, they added Obi-Wan, General Grievous, right?
Anakin.
Yeah, that I remember the game was huge, but then
Yeah.
they just stopped.
Huh.
But remember, I mean, the game had a bad start in general because when it was in its beta, they were doing microtransaction kind of funny
No, it
stuff.
wasn't beta. They threw it in a day before the game came out.
Oh, and they changed the amount of coins or points it took to unlock a character. Remember, it was like 100K or whatever for Darth Vader.
yeah.
It was like, what was it? You had to get like 50,000 kills with just one hero just to even get a new hero.
The amount of points that you got after each round was like what, 100 or 200?
It was nothing.
And then it was like 100K to unlock Darth Vader. And Darth Vader was locked at first, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
He was.
It's just like that's one of the essential characters. Like have the additional ones be unlockable.
Now, while that is stupid, and I don't agree with that at all, I feel like that criticism was unwarranted, considering many games do it worse, and people say nothing about it.
That is true, but it is EA though.
And it's also the
Yeah.
Star Wars community.
Yeah, Star Wars community is never satisfied.
Yeah.
They would have probably tried to kill the game, whether or
Yeah.
not it was the best thing ever
I mean,
or the worst.
I mean, it was annoying, but we still played the game like crazy.
Oh yeah,
So
like people were actually boycotting the game because of it.
Which is stupid.
But then they get to Call of Duty, and like microtransactions are way more prevalent.
yeah.
They spend $10 on the battle pass, then they see a cool skin, and you spent $25 on the cool skin.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
go here and there, and oh, there's a cool operator skin. Oh, $50.
Yeah.
I can throw out $50.
I guess the
for
only
skin,
difference would
like-
be that the characters are like, they actually have perks to them. Like they're playable. They're not just skins. Like Darth Vader, I remember, was OP with the choke.
Yeah.
He was OP. So like some of the characters, they obviously had like benefits to him. It wasn't just a skin. So I guess that
Yeah.
could be. Well, and there was also the weapons. Remember the weapon cards or whatever?
Yeah. The more you use a hero, the more you get you literally make them more powerful. The more you use them. Which I
We
mean,
ran into like a
not
level
bad
100 Darth Vader. and
Yeah.
it was just ridiculous.
Well, okay. So the thing is, the problem with that is if you mainly play heroes versus villains, and you don't have some of these heroes unlocked, it can get really annoying. Because like, let's say you were playing Han Solo, which was one that you didn't have to unlock, and somebody was playing Darth Vader on the other side, and they have everything maxed out. Like, I mean, obviously Han Solo can kill Darth Vader, but like, if you don't have that character unlocked, it can be a little annoying
yeah.
just
Yeah,
because
I can
of
see that.
how powerful it is.
Yeah, I don't know the whole balancing card thing. I'm not sure I was on board with. At least
I
for the
didn't like
at
it.
least for the specialists.
heroes.
The heroes. I mean, yeah.
For the regular soldiers and stuff, it
I like
works
that.
perfectly. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can kind of customize how you like to play.
Yeah, but adding damage and increasing your stats
You
as you
can't
go
add
on.
damage.
It increased your
to
stats, though.
Yeah, but you can add damage to, like, let's say a thermal detonator, so your grenades do more damage, or you can give yourself a rocket launcher.
I'm not a huge fan of that in a multiplayer game though, because
They did that in the first Battlefront though.
yeah, and I didn't like it in that either. But I don't think they should reward people who play the most with more powerful stuff, because they're just gonna play more than everyone else and be able to destroy you so easily. You know, it really rewards the no lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although there always is like a sense of in competitive games, there's always like progression. Like Call of Duty, you get better attachments. Battlefield, you get better attachments for your guns, or you unlock more.
You can get new attachments for your guns and unlock new ones in Battlefront.
Yeah, like if I'm playing Battlefield and I have a base gun with no attachments, and some guy has like one with a compensator and a red dot and like all these different extended mag, and he's probably gonna kill me first.
That's a bit different though, because some of the upgrades in Battlefront were really powerful.
They were. There's only 3 per gun. 3 upgrades per gun. And then, you know how hard it was to get those stupid upgrades?
Yeah,
You had to get like almost 1,000 kills with each gun.
What?
it's crazy.
And then they nerfed it to 250
Aw.
after I got it, after 1,000 kills with each gun. And so it was like all that work I put in was like pretty much in vain. It's stupid.
Huh. That work. Yeah, it's such hard work.
All that work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could see why people didn't like it, but I don't think it deserved the criticism it got. as bad anyway.
No.
Mainly because of the loot boxes.
Yeah, but I
That
think
was the
they
main
learned their lesson
criticism.
on that. It's just kind of a shame. I wish they would have at least made a third one.
Well,
and
let's just hope that Respawn does a better job with their first person shooter they're doing.
Is it multiplayer?
Nobody knows. People they said it was going to be single player story, but nobody knows if they're going to add multiplayer to
I mean, I'm
it.
down for whatever.
So-
But it was kind of cool having that Battlefront experience where you could just play with your friends and it's like a
Mm.
Well, people think that first person shooter game is going to be something along the lines of like a Republic Commando, maybe. So it might be a little bit different, but who knows?
Republic Commando was a good game.
Yeah, I remember playing that
That was
years
third person,
ago.
right?
First.
Oh, was it really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you could switch to third.
No,
I don't think so. You fight
That's Battlefront.
Geonosians.
Androids.
Yeah.
All
There's
sorts
so
of
much
stuff.
material to work with.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like almost unlimited.
Pretty
Mhm.
much.
The next thing on the list is Terraria, which this was what actually made me think of this idea in the first place.
Did we do a podcast on Journey's End?
We
I think
may
we
have,
did.
I think we did. Yeah.
but I'm not just talking about that because that did change a lot. But there was the 1.1 update, the 1.2, and actually all the way to 1.4. The 1.1 they added hard mode.
I remember that.
So the final boss was Skeletron,
Mhm.
but you can usually beat in like on normal mode less than 10 hours easily.
Mhm.
And when they added 1.1, they like tripled the game time.
Wow.
Then in subsequent updates, they added crazy stuff like after the final boss of hard mode, there's an even longer section. And then 1.3 was the Moonlord.
Wait, was the Plantera the final boss in hard mode at that point?
Plantera and Gollum. Gollum was the final boss at that
Gollum.
point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's in the Aztec temple or the Lizard temple.
Yeah, this massive temple that spawns that you can't even get in until late
Well,
game.
You can get in.
Yeah, there's a little
There's a
secret to get in,
exploit, but
but then they added the Moonlord update, which was 1.3, pretty sure, which is insane. I mean, tons of content. The boss is massive, takes up like your entire screen.
well, he's currently still the final boss.
It's a very fitting final boss too. Then they added 1.4, which just overhauled everything again.
Well, it kept Moonlord as the final boss, though. It kind of changed up everything before Moonlord.
It kind of filled out all the gaps in between everything, and added thousands of items and NPCs, just crazy amounts of content.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even now they're going to release a new update, even though they said 1.4 was the final update. So they're just putting out content like crazy.
And didn't they also kind of hint at Terraria 2?
They did, yeah. I think I mentioned it last week or the week before. One of the devs hinted and put on his Twitter, his location. It said Terraria 2. I said, like, I forget what the name was called. A New World or something. I forget. But just hinting that it's in the works.
Because there was that other game, Terraria Otherworld, they were working on that
wasn't them.
canceled.
It was they hired another development team that didn't do a good job with it.
Makes
They weren't
sense.
meeting deadlines, so they canned that developer.
Oh.
I wonder, because I remember Terraria 1.1, or the base Terraria.
I don't think we do because we never played 1.1 or before 1.1.
Whatever, it was on PS4.
At the start, the final boss was actually Akram. It was a console exclusive boss. But once they added the Plantera and a Golem update, they got rid of Akram. So that was 1.2.
I thought Arkham was still available in the console version.
No, they removed him. Pretty sure.
Well, I remember whatever it was, maybe 1.2 then. But I remember that, and I think the first I've ever gotten was Skeletron, maybe. I think because I played with you guys. I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was just it wasn't the robot version of him.
Yeah, it was the
It was just
regular
the- yeah.
skeleton version.
Well, I don't think that the console one was before 1.1. So the final boss for us was always Akram. As far as I
don't
remember.
really,
We barely fought him.
I don't remember fighting him too much at all.
But you could find stuff like that dragon mask in surface chests. Remember you found it or I found it? Someone found it.
He found a ham drill. ham drill.
Was it the
in the
flame
chest?
mask
Wait,
thing?
no, it was
Mm.
currently at the time it was a hammer axe
Hamdrax.
Oh,
It was all three.
Yeah.
That
in
wasn't
one.
He didn't find that because I was only in mobile.
I thought you had to
was
make
it?
that.
You do,
Mm.
but you found a dragon helmet that had like more defense than anything in the game on just the surface.
Yeah,
and then we were fighting over it or something. I
my.
forget what happened.
that was years ago. I think the last time I played Terraria was maybe 2 years ago or a year ago. No, probably 2.
Well, we played Journey's End.
Yeah, I
for
played a
that
little bit, but I
podcast,
didn't
I
play.
think.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't. It's I think Terraria is probably one of the best, if not the best, like survival type game, like in that genre. Like it's obviously it's not comparable to Minecraft, but it's 10, 20 times better than Minecraft. If they were comparable, which they're not. But sometimes I find it hard to get into it, like play it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like I wonder if it's just because I'm kind of at the point where it's almost like the open world thing where I don't want to build. Like, and it's kind of like the Rust type thing. Like I don't want to start over and build a whole new place. That's why we revisit it like once a year or once every 2 years. You know what I mean?
I mean, at least in my case, it doesn't feel open world anymore because I know most of the stuff about the game. Like I know if I'm playing like a medium world, I kind of can feel the size of it just from experience. I generally know where to find all the biomes and all that stuff. So it doesn't feel like it's just expansive.
Yeah.
It kind of feels linear in a way, but with tons of possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like Terraria a lot. I just find myself not playing it much. I'm not sure why. There's a lot of games like that where I'm like, oh, I love that game, but I don't
Which
play
Elden
it.
Ring is different. So
Elden Ring's
for
different.
you.
I love that game and I do play it.
Yeah, I have a ton of games in my library that I want to play and I really like, but I don't play because I usually save that for other games. Whatever I'm most excited for. Like the Risk of Rain 2 update. I bought that the other day, but I haven't played it yet. I'm going to play it later on with Casey, man.
Casey.
Yeah. But that didn't overhaul everything, right? The Risk of Rain update?
No, it added stuff.
Just a few things, like a smaller
There's
DLC?
like 4 or 5 new areas, a couple new creatures that you could be,
New characters too.
new
right?
enemies. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try that out later. That'll be fun. But yeah, there's tons of other games that I have that I do like a lot, like I love, but something always takes priority.
Yeah.
You know, Elden Ring right now,
Yeah.
or whatever the newest thing is.
Or
Yeah.
you like Noita and Risk of... I know Risk of Rain is... You haven't been playing that for a while.
Well, I
but-
played Noita mainly because it's round based, and you can kind of just spend as much time as you want in it. You can make the run as long as you want or as short as you want, and you don't really feel any time commitment with it. If I want to hop on and play for 15 minutes, I can do that, and I'm not like, oh, I got to beat this next boss. I'm just like, nope, I'll just get off now.
Yeah.
I know another game that's probably another one of the most, but this is probably the most obvious game that's had the most overhaul in terms of like spectacle wise is No Man's Sky. Because I mean that was in the mainstream news.
It was, yeah, because literally the developers straight up lied to everybody.
There is
beginning.
multiplayer.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, I remember that. And then when the game came out, it was like little orbs.
Yeah, we were so excited for that game, or at least I was. I don't know.
Yeah, we were all looking into it and
Yeah.
stuff. And
I feel like if that had happened now, you would have pre-ordered it.
you think?
I'm pretty sure you would have
You
pre-ordered
pre-ordered a bit, quite a bit.
it. You would have been excited for it, and you would pre-order it.
Sam would have got you to pre-order it. He would have been like, "Let's pre-order this."
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You would have been
I'm
following
very
the hype train.
particular with my pre-orders, though.
Not really.
What did he say to you the other day? About
I'm particular with my pre-orders.
Well, no, particular in the way that if I actually want the game, I'll buy it. But
so that's not really particular, is it? That's just if you feel like buying it.
yes,
Yeah.
particular in my feelings to buy a game. If that makes
You
sense.
pre-order a lot. But what were we saying?
What was I saying? I don't know. Although I just remember that my goal is to beat Elden Ring before the Lego game comes out. When's that? April?
April 5th, I think.
Yeah. I'm not having a goal to beat Elden Ring.
Yeah. Well, I want to get at least. I could probably beat it by then.
Yeah.
See, Elden Ring is like, it's awesome, but the Lego one is going to be like just a relax kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want to have that like, oh, I want to play Elden Ring, but I also want to play Lego. Like I want it to be like, okay, like I beat Elden Ring and I'll go back to it because we want to do a multiplayer playthrough.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be, I want to be my main focus to be like the Lego game.
Yeah.
So I can focus on playing that.
Hmm.
But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Which they actually released. I would have had, if we had Ben or Ricky here, I would have had him pull up a trailer. A couple weeks ago, they released a new update.
I saw it in the Steam news. It was like Sentinel update or
Yeah.
something.
I
I don't
even
really know anything about it.
They've added so much.
If you go onto their page and you could see all their updates, there's like 20 updates.
Free. All free.
Free big updates that changes a lot, but
I mean, it's very cool, but the game to me has always felt lonely.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, it's this entire galaxy, and you just feel like you're alone. Like, it'd be cool to, like, go to a space station and trade with other real players.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can.
You can, but that doesn't mean you will be able to.
What you can.
It's so expansive.
There's a giant orb that you can spawn there, where it's a hub for all players.
They can teleport there or just randomly
You can
fly
teleport the space station to you.
there? Huh? So, like, players just can't spawn there? They have to take the time to fly there?
Well, okay. So basically, how it works is it's a hub area that isn't in a specific spot. You can teleport that spot to you, but if another player was in another galaxy, and they go into that, they will come out in their galaxy. And the same for you. You'll come out in your galaxy wherever you spawned it. If that makes sense. It's like it's kind of like a hub area with a bunch of shops where you can meet people, do all sorts of stuff like that. So it's not as lonely as it used to be. But I do know what you mean by that.
Because, like, I never felt any obligation to make a base anywhere. Because there's that huge base building aspect, underwater stuff, which is really cool in theory. But then what's the point of doing that when you have a spaceship?
Yeah. Yeah. I always felt that, I think we played it last year, maybe.
When did we play it?
I think. So we played it, I mean, after quite a bit of updates. So it was like, quote unquote, fixed. But I always felt that, I had no obligation to build a base, but I also had no motivation to explore, which is weird because it's obviously so expansive. What is it, like trillions of planets or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, so it's like, and they're all procedurally generated, which is the other thing that I'm kind of like, I didn't
They
like.
updated the procedurally generated stuff, though. Apparently it's better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But even then, like, I feel like it's such a cool concept, but then when you get to play it, you're like, what's the point? It's all just generated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, remember my fleet?
Yeah.
Like I think I had about 35 to 40 giant merchant ships, battleships. Then I had my Leviathan class cruiser, which I built a base inside, and so I don't even need to have a base on a planet.
Yeah.
I could literally just sit there.
Well, that was your base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could literally just sit there as my merchant ships make money, and I just go back and forth to each merchant ship.
That was insane.
And just get so much
You had
money.
so much money.
I literally didn't even know what to do with myself at that point.
Yeah.
And I was so bored.
How many hours did you put into it?
Like 40 something.
And you got that rich in only 40 hours?
Yeah.
So what about the players that play this for hundreds? If they even exist.
Well,
I'm sure they
apparently
do.
Ben kept saying, "Oh, you gotta follow the main story. You gotta do these quests and stuff, and do all these different things." And it was like, but what do you get from the main story? Do you get like money and stuff? Because I don't need to do the main story if I have money.
That was the other thing is that when it first came out, the big pool or the big like goal for everyone was make your way to the center of the universe or whatever, and then I think it was like this massive disappointment, which I think they've updated it now. But
I have no idea.
I think it was like a literal message or something. I think it was like literally like just a message. I'm pretty sure. But now I think it's actually like an area or something. I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong.
It'd be pretty sick if there was like a huge black hole or something in the middle.
Yeah, but imagine like getting the game first week you get it the first week and
You pre-order it.
Yeah, you pre-order it and you play it and you're exploring and everything. You like it, whatever. You get to the center of the universe, and there's literally, they just give you a message.
It's like,
Or
hello,
it's like
thank you for
nothing.
reaching the center of the universe.
I think that's I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was just a message. Like that is so. I would be so angry.
Man.
Yeah. I wonder how long it would even take to reach that though.
Probably.
Well, I mean, it depends on where a person spawns. Like, I guarantee if somebody spawned on the outskirts of where everything is, it'd probably take them thousands of hours to reach it.
Yeah. Well, how many? What was it? Trillions of. Or there's. How many galaxies were there?
There's a lot.
And they're all different.
The loading screen is you just flying through hundreds and hundreds of thousands of galaxies.
yeah.
That was the loading screen, and it's super crazy.
I mean, it is kind of interesting. Although, I don't know. It's a cool concept, but I personally like handcraft. Most of the time, I like handcrafted stuff.
Mhm.
Like obviously, like someone developed this in a certain way. And one thing that I'm really excited for is the PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds team, or the creator. He's trying to build a game where it's like, I think he wants to be like, there are no limits. That's what he said.
It's not a game, he said. It's going to be an engine
Ah.
to where people can build their games off of, because he even talked about it. He was saying how he wanted to create something, because he created PUBG from Arma.
Mhm.
He wanted to create something like Arma where a bunch of games are based off of, but not a specific game, just an engine people could build off of,
Yeah,
which is sick.
that's cool.
So what were
Wait,
you saying?
did we move on to a new topic?
No.
No.
Oh, because I just looked up the center of the galaxy thing in No Man's Sky. It completely erases your save data and starts you from scratch.
That was at the beginning, right? When they didn't change it?
They might have changed it. But I don't know.
Wow, that's like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like literally, like, oh great, you reached it. Let me delete all your stuff. And
Wait,
send
does
you
it just
back.
like
it breaks all your equipment, deletes everything you have, and starts you on
is
a
it
new
like
planet.
credits?
It says there's like a choir that plays and it zooms out, and then you spawn on a planet, just like when you started the game.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if they've changed it or
How?
not.
Like, did no one say anything?
It's
Like,
like-
hey, this is probably not a good idea.
I don't know.
Man.
They break all your stuff and just,
Yeah.
that's terrible. Yeah,
Wow.
that game definitely, it has come back though. It's made a comeback. I mean,
it is cool. Like, if we played it again, we'd probably have fun with it. But
Yeah.
there'd be a limit
yeah.
to how much we could stand with it.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people that play it though. I mean, there's a decent community.
I streamed it that one time. Do you remember that? Like, there was last year sometime,
I don't
and
think
Sam was playing with me. And then halfway through, he got super bored. And then he eventually, he's like, yeah, I'm going to get off. And he just left. And I was just sitting there in my ship. I'm like, well, I don't know what to do now. Well, see you later, stream. Well,
yeah. Yeah, I think we probably we might be able to play it for like an hour or two, but I think after that point,
yeah.
Mm.
um,
We have Battlefield 2042 on here, but they haven't overhauled anything yet.
Well, okay, so we put a bunch of games on here that are either in the process of getting overhauled, or it's been the opposite of an overhaul. Like Battlefield, it's currently in its process.
didn't they update it recently
overhauling.
though?
There was an update where they finally added a scoreboard, which shouldn't be an update, but whatever. But yeah, they're planning on overhauling the maps, adding more cover in between flags, changing flag spots to more or benefit you whatever you're playing. So they're planning on doing a lot of things, but
I feel like EA takes like the abbreviation of their name seriously and puts everything in early access.
Yeah.
oh my.
Like every game they come out with feels unfinished at first.
I feel like it's gotten worse over the years though. Like
Yeah.
Battlefront, that was finished, quote unquote. It was finished product. They had a story, they had the arcade, they had everything. They had all the multiplayer modes. If they left it that way, honestly, it wouldn't have been that bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously they overhauled it and stuff, but but now with Battlefield, it's like it's just gone downhill.
Well, I think EA, I don't think EA necessarily gives their developers enough time. They probably have a deadline and they don't have any wiggle room. Because I know it wasn't DICE like struggling to get 2042 out.
They were, yeah, and EA was trying to push them to it. The latest they could try to push it was November, because EA wanted it out.
They're just so money hungry.
They must have some seriously overbearing investors.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
how toxic that board would be.
Probably, yeah.
Ugh.
People just don't understand.
Yeah.
They're probably like these old. Well, I don't want to generalize, but probably like these old dudes that don't like understand the community or anything. They're just like, this is gonna make us money. Let's just release it.
Well, EA doesn't understand the gaming community.
No,
that's just very obvious by the way they make their games.
Yeah.
And if they actually got some people that understood, they'd be able to make changes that people would actually like.
Yeah. It's just so strange.
Well, DICE has those people though.
Well, DICE does, but EA doesn't.
Yeah.
DICE is a good development.
They are
team.
They listen to the people.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
They're very good. Their games look amazing too.
Well, they're vocal about everything.
Yeah,
they're constantly tweeting. You have the developers like responding to questions and on social media and stuff like that. It's really good.
Why haven't they broke away yet?
I know. That's what I was gonna say. It's a shame that they're still with EA.
Like Bungie breaking away from was it Microsoft?
I wonder if it's just because they're kind of dependent on the funds. Probably they're just. I don't know. It would be great if they did.
Yeah, leave and then start their own small thing, and I'm sure they'd gain massive support from the community.
Yeah.
Do some sort of crowdfunding for their game, or just release something in early access, and they would get amazing results.
It's like what is it? IOI? I forgot what it was, but I forgot what I think it was IO Interactive. But they're the creators of Hitman. I think they're still under Square Enix, but like Square Enix just lets them do whatever they want. They don't like push them. So that's why they've been putting out such good content, is because of they're kind of hands off. Same with Bungie. Bungie was bought by Sony, right? Sony literally straight up said to Bungie, we're going to have hands off. You do what you do. Do whatever you think is best for your games.
Probably not the best decision.
That's not probably a good decision, but like
Bungie left on their own. I don't know. They're gonna run wild.
I don't know. I feel like when a publisher has hands off, it could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you also see that with like Activision. I mean, obviously Activision, there's been so many issues with that that publisher, but now Microsoft owns them, so hopefully they'll kind of I don't want to say like clean house, but at least fix a lot of the issues that Activision had.
Well, Microsoft understands games.
Yeah.
That's the difference between them and EA.
Yeah.
You know, like for Microsoft games, people are generally happy for the most part.
Yeah, there's not really any
huge
hate
backlash.
Yeah.
Like Halo
Halo's
and
been a
other
success.
exclusives.
I mean, Halo 5 though. There's been a lot of backlash with Halo 5.
Yeah.
Apparently Halo 5 wasn't a good game.
That was the one with the two, like it was Master Chief and the other dude fighting. Either Spartan.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, I don't know. But Microsoft is pretty good about it for the most part.
Yeah.
I just think okay, so with this overhaul with Battlefield, are they going to change the operator system?
I'm pretty sure that it's in the works that they're going to designate operators to specific classes. Like obviously Falk, who's the medic, and it was terrible. But they're gonna be limiting guns and different things to the classes. So like let's say medics can only use SMGs and DMRs. And then assault class can only use assault rifles and SMGs. And then I don't know, something like that.
It's gonna be basically like it was before, although they're gonna have special powers.
They're gonna have specialists. They're gonna have different abilities, and then obviously they're gonna keep the specialists in so they can monetize it.
Do you know what they're gonna do with Hazard Zone? They're gonna make that free. Is that still on the table?
I have no idea.
That
Hopefully they create a new map for it, because I feel like a big map with a ton of cover, they do it the right way, it could be pretty big.
But that right there goes to show how little they understand about gamers.
Yeah.
I mean, they see the success of Fortnite and Warzone, and they're like, oh yeah, the people love battle royales, but let's not give it for free. Let's still make money off of it.
It's not even really a battle royale either.
Same with Firestorm. Firestorm wasn't free.
That could have been so good.
It could have been a lot better.
That could have been huge, honestly.
But they try to replicate what other games have done, but then charge more money than everyone else.
Yeah, it's like, why would anyone buy if they're going for that audience? You have to make it free.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a standard now.
Well, it's the same with Activision with Blackout, which that was their first iteration of it, so I could see they were experimenting.
Yeah.
But they fixed their mistake.
But they did. They went with Warzone, and that was a very, very good thing that they did. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably revisit it once they do that big overhaul. What is it? Summer?
Apparently the biggest update is going to be coming in like May. And then June, I think, is when they're planning on starting their first season, which since we got the gold, apparently we get free battle passes for a whole year.
Battle pass.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna keep the trial thing unless I really like it, then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy the game.
Yeah, keep the trial and then see where it goes from there. But yeah, there's Destiny 2 on the list.
We were just talking about that. Bungie.
Well, yeah, Bungie.
No, I know.
This is another game with overhauls, but not in a good way. I think we've done a podcast on it, and I've done my rants on
talked
the
about
game
it pretty much every podcast.
What was it? $80 for the new? Well, it's a gold edition.
The $80 is for if you didn't own the other previous DLCs. I think you get access to all the previous
DLC. $60.
No, each
Like
DLC is about $30 a piece.
That's insane. I just can't.
Like, why would you delete
campaigns? The base game?
The base campaign, the Red War campaign, which was what the game was based on. They just eliminated it.
Well, that's inexcusable. But thinking about how they release a DLC every year, maybe 2 a year, I don't know.
I think.
If you were a huge fan of that game and played it religiously, I could see you being excited for the next DLC.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge. I think it's like in the top 10 on Steam in terms of player count.
Yeah, apparently people really liked the new Witch Queen DLC that came out in the past month. Apparently it's really good and it's longer than the other ones.
But how much can you get of just shooting the same enemy types over and over? Because I mean, Destiny is a great game. I love it.
I mean, I would be probably still playing it if they didn't change it up.
But it's kind of repetitive if you think about it.
Yeah, but I like that part about it though. I
mean,
mean, that's not
shooter.
your type of game, I guess. I mean, you liked it, but
yeah, I never liked the whole looting system, where you get the different weapons and stuff.
Oh, like a Borderlands looter shooter type of thing.
I didn't like.
I do like that though.
I guess so. I mean, I just didn't like the way it was structured.
Well, okay, so what my favorite part of Destiny was doing the quest lines to get the heroic weapons. I really like doing that because in the Forsaken DLC there was you can get the Ace of Spades. Do you remember that?
I never got that.
There was a long quest line you had to follow and do all these different missions and stuff. And at the end you'd get the Ace of Spades, which was what is his name?
Cade 6.
Cade 6's gun. Such a good gun. I played it last year and I still have the gun. But those types of things I really like doing in the game because it kind of gives you other stuff to do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's, I guess from at least my perspective, it's why would you do that? And it looks like a money grab where they're just releasing they're using
it
the same
definitely
base.
is a money grab.
Yeah. I mean, but I guess if you were in that community and you like the game, I guess I could see it as being exciting it's being excited for the new update. I guess it's like any other game, like Terraria or something. Obviously, it's not. But
they offer Terraria for free with way more content.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're not paying $30 for the new update. So,
yeah.
I guess they're campaigns, right? Full on?
They're full campaigns, yeah.
20 hours?
No, 10.
Oh, I mean, so.
Well, okay. So the Witch Queen one is actually the longest campaign that they've put out for DLC, and it's about 10, which is.
Yeah.
Still, $30 for $10 if you just play it once through.
My issue is that you told me this before we started recording. It's a 12-year plan.
Oh, yeah. 2018, they released their 12-year plan. So 2030 is going to be the last Destiny 2 update, apparently.
There's no
that is
way.
A little ridiculous, but whatever.
2030 games are going to look incredible. I mean, I'm thinking they're going to look incredible. They're going to be innovative, and then there's going to be Destiny over here that's like a
think about
13-year-old game.
12 years from now.
No, 15.
They could literally have Destiny 3 and 4 both created
with
And-
all the storylines they want to do.
Yeah, exactly. And they can have the graphics updated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They could just do so much stuff in 12 years. 12,
We know
such a
Bungie can
long
do it.
time.
They're a great development team. It's just I
Yeah.
don't know why they're doing this weird. I mean, I
They're
don't want to say it
doing
like that
the
because
GTA model.
yeah. I mean, I guess it is lucrative for them.
Yeah, but it doesn't incentivize making good stuff.
Yeah.
It incentivizes just keeping the wheel turning
You know what's-
constantly.
Yeah, you know what's weird though is because like when Bungie broke away, I was actually really excited because I was like, oh, this is cool because now they have freedom to do what they want and they can kind of explore like their own type of thing. But then they've kind of like tainted their name because they do this whole like 12-year thing. Like I was so
Yeah.
excited when they broke away, but now I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they don't need to develop new games. They just keep updating the one they have minorly.
And they still get money from it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a multiplayer game. They don't necessarily need to do these massive campaigns. I mean, I guess it's cool for the community, but why not keep like adding small multiplayer things, but also be developing a new game that's maybe like twice as long if they really want to do that.
I guess none of us are really into those live update games.
Yeah,
Like,
We play it for
we
a
don't
bit
like-
and then we kind of dip.
yeah.
it's not like I mean, Destiny 2 isn't a MOBA, but it's like those types of games always get updated and they've been around for like 10, 15
the thing
years.
is, when Destiny 2 was first released, I was obsessed with it.
Mhm.
I loved the grind to get to higher power levels.
Yeah.
They eliminated that from the game with this new free update that they did with the what is it? They made the game free, and they gave everybody high power levels. So it literally de-incentivized me to play the game
Yeah.
because they did that.
It's so funny. You always like grind out and then they change something. And
Yeah,
it's like
it's so
amazing.
irritating. But
Yeah.
that's the main reason why I stopped playing, because I miss that feeling of grinding and being powerful at the end.
Well, it's rewarding. I mean, you put in the work to get a better build or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this isn't on the list, but apparently New World is constantly getting updates that change things for the worse. Like, they, like, completely nerf something that people like, or they, like, unincentivize people from doing certain things. I'm not really following it, but I keep seeing stuff about it all the time. Like, oh, no, this new thing breaks New World. Which I would still be probably playing that game if it didn't destroy graphics
Yeah,
cards.
graphics card killer right there.
Huh.
Because I actually really enjoyed New World.
Yeah, it's fun.
I would have had like hundreds of hours in it at this point. Probably a good thing I don't play it anymore.
Well, yeah, because it is an MMO. MMOs are a little tedious, a little grindy.
Yeah. Another, I don't know if it's a 12-year plan, but a game that had a really
I feel like it's more than a 12
20-year
plan.
plan.
Yeah, is Rainbow Six Siege, which
Oh, I thought you
actually,
meant GTA.
well,
We'll talk about
well,
that in a bit.
I was just gonna go. Yeah, I was gonna say Rainbow Six, and I think that's been around since 2015.
2015, yeah.
I think
I'll be honest, I never liked Rainbow Six.
I enjoyed it for
I
a
liked
while.
it for a bit.
I enjoyed it for a while when Jaden and Nathaniel were obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. I prefer, like, remember when we were playing Boundary?
Mm-hmm.
I like those search and destroy, like 6v6, one life.
Like high risk, high
I
reward
love
type of
that.
stuff.
Yeah. Because it's like, it gets the adrenaline pumping. So I naturally like that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's just something about Rainbow Six, though. Like, I prefer the CSGO type or like Valorant type way more than Rainbow Six.
What about did you enjoy Rainbow Six?
Never played the new one.
You never did?
No.
Extinction?
It-
I didn't play it either.
Extraction.
Extraction?
It's actually pretty.
Is it a
good.
wave thing, though?
No.
Huh.
So, I mean, this is kind of off topic. I mean, kind of.
No?
But basically, Rainbow Six Extraction is there's 3 tiers going into a mission, and there's 3 people, and basically the whole point of it is to try to get as far as you can and then extract. So basically, there's 3 different difficulties. So like, let's say it's random every time too. So the first mission that you have is to mark like 7 alien nests with some sort of like tracker, and then once you mark those, you can head to the second area. But the thing is, while you're marking them, there's aliens everywhere. You have to shoot them. If you shoot the nest, it'll explode. So you have to be very quiet and stealthy. And then the next difficulty is you need to eliminate like an elite target. So like you need to kill a higher tiered creature. And then once you kill that creature, you can move on to the third area. And let's say you need to, if somebody lost an operator in a previous run that you did, you have to save that operator from an alien nest. And there's aliens everywhere around it. So if you save that operator, they can use that operator again.
Kind of sounds like Back 4 Blood almost. Type.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, if you complete the first mission, you can extract and get out of there. But the farther you go, the more difficult it gets, but the more rewards you gain. So it's like your operators can die. You gotta like wait for their health to regen if you want to use them again. So it incentivizes you to use other operators.
So what happens if all your operators die?
I don't know.
Do you start with like a rookie operator or something that has unlimited deaths?
I have no idea.
Huh.
You start with like 12 operators, so I doubt you'll even die with all 12.
Oh, okay.
Is that built in the same engine as Rainbow?
Except it looks better.
Oh.
I think it's an updated version of the graphics look a lot better than Rainbow Six Siege.
Now, what I will say for Rainbow Six is that although I like the gunplay, I like the idea of it, it's gotten way too saturated with too many operators. There's like Clash, which everyone hates Clash, and there's just so many like they're stretching basically, and they're reaching. Like they're really trying to get like new operators, like just to make money, really.
I feel like the best thing for them, if they were to do something about the sheer amount of operators, stop putting more operators in the game and update the ones that are already there. Like maybe give them a third weapon option.
Yeah.
Where you get to like there's a new guns and stuff. Then they can put new skins in for the packs. Yeah. And so people can get blue ice or whatever the ice most rare skin is. For that gun. I don't know. I mean you don't need to add new operators because it changes everything.
Yeah. I think updating the ones they have now is a better option. I enjoyed it when there was like maybe 6 on each side or whatever, because then like, okay, they have a thermite or whatever that guy's name is.
I think there was 12 starting operators. So yeah, you're right. 6 on each side.
Yeah. So or maybe a couple more, I guess I'm okay with, or they have an Ash on their side. So like I know I have to focus on this and like, you know what I mean? Like now it's like, who is this new operator?
It's like,
and they do something insane.
I just got killed from a dude burning a hole in the floor from the outside of the building and sniped me with a sniper rifle.
Yeah,
it's like,
or I walk in a door and then I have spikes on me from Legion. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, there's just too many variables that you have to focus on. It takes away from the really good base gunplay that the game has.
Isn't there a game, is it Ready or Not? That's like a realistic version of it.
Yeah, but
I would probably enjoy that a lot more.
Oh yeah, people say that it's like the Rainbow Six that everybody wanted because there's no abilities. There's like you rely on your guns pretty much.
That's what I like better because I actually prefer CS:GO over Valorant, even though I don't play them often, just because I don't like the abilities in Valorant and I don't like all the extra abilities in Rainbow Six. If I'm gonna play a game like that, I just want straight up gunplay.
Yeah.
It's just much more satisfying to me without like, oh, I have my magic poison I can throw at you. You know?
True.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I mean, those are just like Valorant is like just innovating on what already is done well.
Yeah.
But obviously it's not for everyone. I hope they don't add a ton of operators either. Like too many.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with that.
Yeah. It's huge. I mean, it's so successful.
Yeah. It's probably their biggest. Actually, no, League of Legends. I don't know. What do you think is bigger?
Probably League.
League is bigger.
Yeah.
Although Valorant is pretty massive, I don't League. Yeah, that's like a legendary game. League of Legends, literally.
Apparently, there's a huge rivalry between Dota and League people.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know why. They think their game is better.
They see each other in real life and they don't do anything. They just look at each other like mad.
It's like Discord moderators fighting.
Yeah, they pull out their computers and they argue with each other on Discord.
Yes.
They do a virtual fight on Discord.
1v1 on Dota.
And then they make up rules. No,
Fight
I
me
have,
in the boxing ring in VR.
Yeah. No, I have unlimited health actually. You know, like when you're a kid, that one kid that like made up rules.
Yeah. Then on the list we have the 40-year plan that is GTA 5.
40,
Yeah.
literally. No. What is that,
Apparently
like
GTA 6 is in the works. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the news was it's in the works. It should have been in the works 5 years ago.
Yeah, literally.
How old is GTA 5?
2013.
It's almost 10 years.
7. No, it's nine. About 9
That's
years.
crazy. I've not tried on any of like the most recent updates. The last time I played it was like 2020 probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Now
we went through like this big
You went through a phase.
GTA phase like in the past like few like
It was
months,
like,
I think.
Yeah, it was like last month or 2 months ago.
But
now they've overhauled the online several times, but never the story. They never updated the story once. And I guess a lot of people, I don't like the story very much, but I guess a lot of people like the story and wanted updates, like free DLC for it. But they found that the online is the most profitable thing.
Yeah.
So they want to get their little shark cards.
Yep.
Well, the updates are free though, right?
All of them, yeah.
But they add more stuff that's way more expensive than the last.
Yeah.
And some things make other things more expensive too.
And they'll make certain things that you got, like, let's say you had the best car in the game and it cost you like $5 million. They'll make something better and more expensive.
I don't think there's a car that's 5 million.
This is an example.
Oh yeah.
But you pay crazy amounts of money for things.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
For me, like the I don't really want to play GTA 5 now just because like for me I like to retain that special nostalgia of when we used to play on the PS4.
Yeah.
I feel like if your character was transferred, you would still want to play it sometimes.
That's probably partially why. I was talking to Ricky this is like last week actually. We were talking about GTA 5 for whatever reason. And yeah, I was saying like, yeah, I was so angry that my account didn't transfer over. And he's like, yeah, me too. I was like, yeah, and you cheated. And you downloaded an engine.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's like, I was so upset that I wanted to just get money and stuff.
Yeah, he lied about it too. He's like, I was actually able to transfer my character.
Yeah. That was,
Oh yeah, and he's like, yeah, look at my garage, and he had all these cars in it.
Yeah, didn't you say? Or someone was like, whoa, like how'd you get this stuff?
He was
Yeah.
fast.
It's like, I did a money glitch. It's like, no, you have a mod menu on.
Yeah. But GTA 5 will forever be like one of my favorite like nostalgia type games. Like when we used to play what was it? In those
Rockets versus Insurgents.
Yeah, Rockets versus Insurgents.
You play for like 45 minutes just to get 70K.
Yeah, but it was
Pretty
like
much.
fun. We used to play that for hours. We used to have all these like moments where we fly helicopters around, like fight I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just like a sandbox where we could do anything. And now I'm kind of like, it's kind of like it's not the same in my mind.
Yeah.
It's different.
Well, there's that new update that's coming out.
They changed the name.
What?
They changed the name of the update. I forget what it's called.
Well,
they were calling it like the Let me look it up.
apparently the update is going to overhaul the online and make the graphics better, and it's apparently coming out the same. I mentioned this to you earlier, but I think it's going to be coming out the same time that the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Yeah,
Edition?
that edition comes out. I think halfway through this month, like March 20th or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could revisit it at some point. It's just I find myself not knowing what to do. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do a heist that takes 2 hours or an hour, and I just find myself driving around. Like I get that's
when me, Jaden, and Nathaniel would all play. We literally just for like 2 hours straight, we literally just blow each other up, kill each other, do all these weird stuff all over the place. It's kind of addicting to just like
It's a
mess
PvP
around.
sandbox,
Yeah.
basically.
So
yeah. There's some great memories of going up that ramp into the airfield.
Oh, yeah.
and grabbing a jet.
Yeah, now I have a hangar in the airfield.
you don't
So
get a 5-star
They
one
don't.
level.
Yeah, don't trigger the aggression anymore. So, well, unless I like shoot something in the military base, but I can actually just go steal the planes, like right off the bat.
You just have to fly low or else you'll get exploded.
Yeah.
See, like, I mean, that's cool and all, but I don't know. There's just something
I miss the old.
There was like adrenaline.
Yeah.
Because like if one of us missed it and we died, one of us would be in the jet, and the other person would be like dead down there.
It's funny.
Or if the car flipped over, the tank would blow you up.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Good times.
Hopefully GTA 6 gives that same feeling of like this is.
I hope
so
they do
fun.
When we're 40 years old and
I
it
hope
finally
they
comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I hope they have better physics, like
Maybe our
car
kids will
physics.
maybe our grandkids will be able to enjoy
Yeah.
GTA 6.
yeah.
Maybe. That's putting it generously.
Yes.
Are you saying car physics? Well, like
Well,
GTA 4?
car physics,
is
yeah,
like
all the
J-
physics from 4, yeah.
I never played 4, but I know you say it's
looks so
better
cool.
in a lot of
So
ways.
at least the destruction physics and the character physics are a
Yeah.
lot better in 4. Some of the cars feel like they're on ice a lot of times. They handle like they're on ice. Especially the motorcycles. Like you'll turn a corner and it just slips all over the place. It's crazy.
Oh my.
But the things are more satisfying in 4. But they obviously had to dumb that down so they could fit it into the bigger world.
Yeah.
I feel like now they have potential to do better physics. Like Red Dead 2 physics.
Yeah.
Because that'd be awesome.
Like where you shoot someone in the arm and they hold their arm as they're running away, or you shoot them in the leg and they fall on the ground and they start crawling away because they got shot in the leg, so they
Yeah.
can't use it. So stuff like that.
Love Red Dead too.
We'll get you to play it someday. We'll get you to finish it. We'll tie you to
after
the
we're
computer.
after we're done with Elden Ring and Lego Star
And
Wars,
Lego Star Wars and Dark Souls 3
Ugh.
and God of War
And Forest 2.
and Forest
Oh,
2.
Okay, yeah, you're never gonna play it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Someday, maybe.
5 years from now, you'll finally finish it, and you'll barely remember the story.
Okay, at the point where you should restart.
No.
You
I'm
should
done.
really restart because like
I'm already
you
10 hours in or
forgot
so.
about it.
No, I still know Lenny. That's it.
Just know
Lenny.
about Lenny.
Yeah.
I still remember the story. Driscoll's and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The last thing on here is Minecraft.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I know you have strong opinions about Minecraft.
We don't know too much about the new updates.
I know
but,
they
like,
just released a. What was it?
It's
They
called the
just
Caves and Cliffs one, something like that.
yeah, wasn't it like a. I thought it was like a villager update or something.
You know,
Or maybe-
I was kind of
no.
interested in that caves one, but then it came out and I just had no interest in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they don't have the second part. They released it in parts, and the second part's not out yet.
I mean that's okay. So obviously I have my. I usually just joke around about like Minecraft. Obviously I don't play it. Mostly because I'm over the age of 12. But no, but I have my jokes. But seriously, I mean that's a game that really has stayed in the top 5 games of all time, and has kept a lot of people interested,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
I think it deserves a spot for all that it's done, and it still holds up. I mean, remember how
Yeah.
mind-blowing it was when we first played it?
I mean, yeah, it was one of those other experiences where you just like got put in a world and we would just do whatever we want. It
And
was
we
like-
played the Pocket Edition,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
was majorly dumbed down.
on the Kindle.
Yeah. I remember how excited I was because I never had Twitter, but I would follow the developers' Twitter and they'd tweet like, "Oh, we're gonna do this in the next update." Like, "Oh, they're gonna add caves in this update," and just like things like that. I was so obsessed with following that, and it was exciting seeing all the new stuff go to it.
I remember when caves in Minecraft weren't a thing.
It was
Remember
just a
that?
solid world.
That's so
In-
strange.
In,
just had
Pocket
to go
Edition only.
straight down. Yeah.
Oh, can't you only go like 4 blocks down or something?
No, it was like the normal size, but it was just solid. So you had to just strip mine the entire thing.
4 blocks down, I think, was the flat world.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy. Yeah, was that when there was a bedrock that would stop you?
I mean, I think there still is, isn't there?
There always
They-
is bedrock.
Well, no, they increased the amount of blocks going down.
Yeah, maybe.
They increased it by like 30 something, so it's like almost 100 blocks to go down to the final thing now.
Huh.
The one thing that I'll say is like, and I think you might feel the same way about this, Chug. But I have very fond memories of Minecraft when I was younger. But seeing like Jaden and Nathaniel play it now, they're like, "Oh, I got my level 10 enchanted cape. I can fly wherever I want."
love this new mod.
And I'm
this
like-
new high pixel mod.
I know.
It's like,
yeah.
I'm like, what is happening? This is not Minecraft. Like,
I know.
there's no severity and there's no like, I'm gonna go out at night and I might die by an enderman or something. Like,
yeah.
there was like this sense of scarcity, kind of like Rust gives you, that made it so fun when I was a kid. But now
That's-
everyone has like enchanted level 20.
What is it?
sword.
That's why I'm not a huge fan of modding games.
Yeah.
Certain
I'm a
things.
Well,
yeah.
Black Ops 3 zombies, I love that.
Well, okay,
modded.
that's different. But like, basically, when it comes to most games, I think vanilla, just anything vanilla about a game, which if you don't know what vanilla is, it's like the basic, like what the game is supposed to be. It's just so nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, if I get a mod for a game, it doesn't feel legit when I see it. It feels like, oh, this is just kind of thrown in there, and
It's not official.
I don't feel like the same experience as I do with the official stuff.
Yeah.
Although there was a mod of Portal that I played called
See, that's different though.
yeah, but it wasn't even a mod.
that
It was
Reloaded?
like, huh?
Portal 2 Reloaded? Is that what it's called?
No. Well, that's a mod. There's no really story to it, but
It's like a fan game, right?
yeah, it was a fan game. It was called, I forgot what it was called. But
Oh,
it's
I
free
know
on
what you're talking
Steam.
about.
You need to own Portal 2 to be able to play it. But it was like somebody did the full voice acting. There was a new robot that was with you that would voice act. That would be a voice actor. There was like a ton of new puzzles. Like mods like that. Those are sick. Or even Black Mesa, which was a remake of
Complete remake.
of Half-Life 1. Stuff like that are like handcrafted, feeling exactly like either the actual base game or even better. Stuff like that is cool. But Minecraft, when it comes to Minecraft mods, it just feels so bootleg.
Yeah.
Because they had so much random stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like, I've tried playing Terraria modded, and now some of the mods are really useful and like good quality of life fixes, but then others are just ridiculous. Like, you take 100 potions, and then you can make an unlimited potion out of it, which is just insane. Because
Well, that was that mod that Matt told us to get.
we had
It
a
was
lot
like-
of mods.
That
So
I
you can
didn't.
have unlimited healing.
I didn't like that
Basically,
potion mod. It was dumb. I didn't like it.
Certain things just make the mechanics of the base game obsolete to the point where it's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like when mods do.
Yeah.
Like if let's say it was a portal mod and they gave you like a third portal and added new enemy types and stuff like
That's
that.
why I didn't like Portal Reloaded,
Huh.
because it gave you a third portal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that changed time. So like there's past and there's future. Or no, there's present and future. So basically you need to like go into the present, change something, and it'll be changed in the future. But if you change it in the future, it won't be changed in the present.
Huh.
So I mean, it was a
weird.
cool idea, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
only
I'm-
so much you can change.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably so much of a like, I dislike that so much in a lot of ways. In most cases, I mean, obviously Black Ops 3 modded zombies is incredible, but most cases I don't like it. That even, I mean, I would even say like some of the changes to Minecraft now, I'd probably be like, I don't want to play this because I remember it in a way that was like so special to me.
Yes.
That now I'm playing it and there's like all this new stuff like enchanted and like, I mean, I know that some of that was there back then, but it's just so complicated now almost. Like people that have kept up with it and played it, it's like, it's natural.
Like what is it? Killing the Ender Dragon is the final thing you do.
Yeah.
Like, but now you kill the Ender Dragon, you can explore the end and find end fortresses, then get Elytra, which allows you to glide, and then you could.
Well, not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed that.
That part is cool. Like the end area, exploring that is cool, but like there's just so much to it now.
Yeah, but that's similar to the way when Terraria added 1.2. Like previously there was the final boss, but now there's just stuff to do afterwards. It just extends what you can do in the world. Because I actually enjoyed going through the end.
I did like the Elytras though; they were
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Because just to fly, you need to make a ton of fireworks, which are expensive. So it's not like it's easy unless you dupe them like a lot of people do. It's mainly just a gliding tool.
I have Brian having his little dupe shack.
Yeah, because a couple years ago, we started Bedrock Realms thing. It was like $5 a month, and like anyone could just join whenever they wanted. And a bunch of people joined. So like Brian was on there, and
He wanted to have his own little base far away from everybody,
Oh,
but you know what he was doing. He was over there duping stuff.
I found his dupe shack, and I despawned all his items, and I left him a note saying like, "You got to stop duping" or something. I forget.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I suppose these types of games like Minecraft and, well, not even Terraria, because they're in the works. Terraria 2 is in the works, but Minecraft, like I guess it would be kind of odd to see Minecraft 2. Like it just doesn't seem like it would work. Although they could definitely do it, but it's just like it's one of those things where if you think about it, you're like,
I don't think if they did a Minecraft 2, I don't think it would be as famous as the first Minecraft.
Definitely not.
I mean, but also
Because
like,
it'd be different.
what are you gonna do? Upgrade the graphics? Like it's Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Yeah, I think Minecraft still is a good game, but we just have way better games to play.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
don't have time to play it.
Yeah, I mean, even if I had time, I wouldn't.
It's low on the list.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I just. Yeah, I don't know.
At least for us.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
for younger people, I can understand like this massive world. And
Yeah.
they feel like the world is like their own playground.
Yeah.
And that's a cool feeling.
Mhm.
But when we see games like Elden Ring,
Yeah, that's
like, man,
our new.
get out of here, Minecraft.
Yeah,
We have
Yeah,
Elden Ring.
literally.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how like people 15, well, maybe 20 and older
Yeah,
can play Minecraft regularly.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't want to.
Well, there's the YouTubers.
Yeah, I was gonna say the YouTubers that are like 25 and they're like, "Whoa!" like reacting like crazy.
got
I can see-
firework that makes my face in the sky. Wow.
I can see builders, like people that like
Yeah.
to be creative.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Oh
game.
yeah.
But just someone who plays normal survival for like hours and hours.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's something that I mean I wouldn't enjoy that
Yeah.
that much. But
Mhm.
Elden is our survival now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like literally.
it's real survival.
Yeah. Or Force 2.
Yes.
What is it?
Force
Force
2.
2.
So excited for that.
That's gonna be amazing. I wanted to bring up early access games in general. Like we'll go light on this topic because we're probably getting kind of late. But if you think about it, those games are ones that always have overhauls,
Mm-hmm.
unless they're one that it gets put out and gets abandoned,
Yeah.
like a lot of developers do.
Hurt World.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hurt World.
Her World
Is
is
egregious.
just there.
Yeah, that's true.
We actually enjoyed it at first,
We did.
Yeah, but we didn't know what to do, and it was really confusing.
Well,
but
how
we
about,
enjoyed it.
how about what about Rust? That's had quite an overhaul. I mean,
I feel like
been a lot of stuff added.
they're putting so much stuff out.
Yeah.
Like in the past year, I think they've had like 10 updates
Mm-hmm.
where they add new monuments. They added underwater stuff with scuba gear.
Mm-hmm.
They added like tons of stuff. New like a horse thing where you could buy horses.
Yeah.
A fishing shack where you can go fishing and get food and stuff like that. In boats.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've added a lot.
The one thing that I actually so like I said, sometimes I don't prefer all the changes, but actually Rust has kept its base, like stuff there.
Yeah,
Like there's obviously new things to do, but the main like center and point of Rust is to build your base, fortify it, and go raid other people.
I do think it's kind of I'm not a huge fan of the scientists.
They have aimbot.
They literally are
literally have aimbot.
insanely good shots.
Yeah.
And especially if you wanted, like, remember when we used to go in, let's raid military tunnel.
Yeah.
That we just go in and we have the key card and we just go in and grab the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to bring in full AKs. You have to have full armor on,
Yeah.
or else you're gonna literally get destroyed by the ton of scientists that are there.
I wonder if that was a deterrent for like what do they call them, Zar clans or what is it?
Zerd clans.
Zerd?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, if we still played it regularly, I would probably enjoy the updates.
Yeah.
I know one thing though, Rust people are very unsatisfied with a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just every update they complain about something.
If we played it regularly, we probably wouldn't have any lives. We just be
Oh,
like,
no.
that would
Oh,
be
yeah.
our work, like literally.
Mm-hmm. If you run into those people in game, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like, cause you can't do anything but play Rust if you're gonna succeed.
Yeah. Although sometimes we'll have those phases where we'll all
Yeah.
get on.
Well, I mean,
The last one was during quarantine.
yeah. Well, I mean, we talked about going through phases, and then I get on it, and I get super bored, and I get
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I can't get into it again.
I think it's also the server you join. It has to be alive. Like you always have those experiences where you loot something at night and you're crouching and you hear someone else there. Then you're like, are they friendly or are they gonna kill me? And then you like make those split second decisions where you're like, I'm gonna kill this guy,
Yeah.
or he's gonna kill me. And it's like if the server's dead and all you're doing is just building or whatever, like it gets super boring.
Mhm.
Or if you don't
I was
have
watching Ricky play. Or go
Yeah.
ahead.
I was gonna say, or you have a competitor next to you, and then you guys are planning out, and you're going to a goal. Like we want 20 C4, and we're gonna raid this guy this night. Like
yeah.
mark it down.
Ricky was playing a couple weeks ago when I was watching him, and he was crouching around at night, and someone ran right by him, like basically touched him, and he was so freaked out.
Yeah.
It was so fun to watch.
Ricky loves that game.
He does.
I did play with him a couple weeks ago, but it was like a 20-time server or something. It's not nearly as satisfying.
He's obsessed
Yeah.
with building in the game.
Yeah. Well, me and him, a lot of times we take on the defense like aspect, so we'll go like ham with everything. So
I actually one of my favorite parts about the game is meeting other people, like devising things with them. It's so fun.
yeah.
Like you're like, oh, we're gonna take on this other guy in our area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've met a lot of people like that. And I still
Yeah.
remember them today. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
They're like little like life experiences.
Yeah.
Like little
Well,
pockets of life experience.
the one on you on your private YouTube channel or whatever. You have that Nugget rating us.
Yeah.
And
that was
I
exciting.
gotta
like
watch that again. Can you send
that
me
was a really
Yeah.
good video.
There was not a lot going on, but it was one of the raids where we actually beat him.
Yeah.
and
that
then
was
we
awesome.
and then we literally threw everything on the ground and then just left the server entirely.
What I think is even more insane is we saw Nugget on another server like
I
years
know.
later.
He didn't know
And
who he was.
he fell
Or he
from-
didn't know who we were.
No, he wouldn't because he
Well,
plays
yeah.
the game so much.
He
yeah.
fell from his status.
Yeah, he ruled the server.
The old server, but in this new server, he was kind of like a no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost. It's kind of weird. He was like the king, and we fought off the king, and then like we go to another server, and he's just like this regular guy.
Yeah.
We have our own lore
Yeah.
in Rust. It's so cool.
It's funny.
That's awesome.
That was one of our favorite bases.
Yeah, that was a really good base.
But
Good
I think
times.
that's. I don't know. You guys have anything else to say?
not really.
I think that's pretty much it.
Most other those are the biggest games that we've
At least that
had with overhauls.
yeah
or-
we can think of.
We don't have a quiz today because Ben and Ricky aren't here.
Yeah. Although next week we are doing. Oh yeah, we mentioned it.
The energy drink thing.
That's gonna be fun.
Yes.
So yeah, don't everyone listening, don't forget to rate us on Spotify or Apple, and follow us on or subscribe to us on YouTube, because we actually have quite a few people that watch us on YouTube now, which is good because we want that. It's a lot more engaging, especially if we have stuff on screen. So.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening, and we will see you in the next episode.